Hey. Super excited. I am excited. Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining. Thank you for signing on, letting me know that you're there. Consultants, guests, thank you. I just want to tell you that tonight we're talking about complexion perfection and how to perfect your complexion. I love a natural look, but I don't care how much you love your natural look. A couture natural look is even more natural. I like the natural look that doesn't show all the age of the natural. There's two different kinds of natural look. There's the no makeup natural look, and then there's the natural look that's achieved with a little bit of help from a friend. I'm your friend. Hey, we're girlfriends now. I am Katrina, and I'm your host for the next 20 minutes or so on our MK pop-up. And I just want to pop in here and tell you, first of all, be your Mary Kay Beauty Consultant's best friend this week, because we are on a mission. Consultants, whether you're watching live, watching hashtag replay, talk about you're on a mission. We're on a mission. We got goals. June 30th is the end of our seminar year. Everything is happening. I pulled this down, some of the things. You can see all of my goodies behind me. The name of my national area is Solid as a Rock, and we are solid as a rock. We got goals. We're working to reach the top of, we're already at the top, but we're working to reach the top of the top. I took a challenge from this woman herself. This is really Mary Kay Ash's handwriting, December 8th, 1993. OMG, when it cost 19 cents to mail a stamp. Oh my gosh, dearest Katrina, it was such a pleasure visiting with you. And I knew that Mary Kay wrote on this because it was raining that day. I laminated it, but can you see how it's watered? That's because it got put in the mail the day that I met with her. This day right here, I met with Mary Kay, the woman whose name is on the building. And so I met with Mary Kay that day, and that evening, she put this in the mail. And yes, our company has old, rich values, but it's young, hot, and poppin'. Isn't that great? How many of you like the best of both worlds? So we're shutting down some goals. So your consultant is attached to her calculator right now because she's got a sales goal, and you could be a part of helping her. We're in the countdown. This is my little hourglass here. Is that what these are called? We're in the countdown. Every day counts. We've got 5 more days of our seminar year. And this is when dreams come true. A lot of pink Cadillacs and a lot of dreams are made true based on where we land on June 30th. I'm so grateful that I've earned the use of 16 plus cars, and I'll be ordering my 17th one. Shut up. Is that crazy? So yeah, we're talking about complexion perfection, but I want to tell you that right now we're all up in making sure that we hit our goals. So let's jump in. And we're going to talk about, I'm coming in here center stage, so I'm nice and up close. It's a little special when you're up close, that close. I'm like, not that close, not that close. We're going to talk about all different foundations. And so I just want to show this here, that on our website, there is a tool to help you find your true foundation shade. And so it depends. Of course, it depends on the coverage you want. We've got all different types of foundations, but this is also a tool. Nothing replaces in person. So your beauty consultant can get in person with you and do a stripe test, but you also can do this virtually. And so when you do it virtually, it looks like this. It's going to ask you, tell us your range of what you think is closest. I think Dorothy will pop that off of there. Thank you. Your range. Are you light ivory, light beige, lightest beige, light beige, darkest beige, light bronze, deep bronze? Do you like matte or shiny? Okay, absolutely, Georgia. Matte and shine free, or luminous and glowing. None of us like shiny, but luminous and glowing based on your skin type. And then how does your skin respond to the sun? Burnt. Sometimes I burn. I rarely burn. Okay. So that's going to help make a difference. What's your number one must-have foundation benefit? Weightless, comfortable feeling on my skin. Check. All day long wear that won't disappear in heat or humidity. Check. Skin loving, age defying ingredients. Check. I want to cover everything up and still look natural. Check. Okay. So So it depends. Not everybody has the same needs. And so there's all different foundations. Again, luminous, matte. We have our CC cream. We have our setting. So there's a whole host of colors and shades. We're going to talk about it. Dermatologist tested, clinically tested for your skin irritancy and allergy. Non-comedogenic, a fancy word which means it doesn't clog your pores. Fragrance-free, oil-free, humidity and sweat resistant. I'm telling you the truth. Our foundations are among the best, and I do a lot of testing of other products out there. Our time-wise, age minimized 3D complex helps prevent skin damage caused by blue light. So it's even good for your skin. Like all of these lights I have on, just so I can talk to y'all, that's blue light. This computer and so forth. So even when you're just out and about, regular UVA rays age your skin, UVB rays burn your skin, you want to protect. So you can get down to this or that, all right? And think about what you most want. Liquid foundation or a CC cream. And then there's some great tools, beauty consultants. These will be posted as tools that I'll post them here in the comments. But tools you can use are TimeWise 3D foundation wheel. It's going to help us also to pick your colors, whether you want cool, neutral, or warm, depending on your shade. So the ivory beige or bronze is your shade. The undertone is C, N, or W for cool, neutral, or warm. And then the number tells you the intensity. So that is going to make a difference on what the intensity is going to be. And so when you look at that wheel, for me, I am a B for bronze. And then I actually, there's times that I wear warm. I mean, there's times that I wear our matte and there's times that I wear our luminous, but I am between the B130 and the B140. Both of them are in the cool tone. So winter shade and summer shade. So that's going to make a difference. And then there is a great, so if you comment, I'll say this, if you comment, we will send this to you in Messenger. How about that? Okay. So you got to comment on this post and we'll send it to you in Messenger. We'll check these comments and do hashtag replay as well. Okay. Now and in the next 24 hours. So talk to your friends. Then there's a whole foundation chart. And so you really don't need this, but some of you have maybe used one of our former shades. And so this helps you with our liquid, and it shows you all the foundations we have. We have our liquid foundation. We have our old school liquid foundation. We had our old school medium coverage because we come across people who used to wear a medium coverage, but I promise you the TimeWise 3D is new and improved. We have our mineral powder, our CC cream, our cream powder, our pressed powder, and our concealer. So we're going to talk about all that. We're going to talk about all that in a bag of chips here. So the very first thing that I want to talk about next is CC cream. So CC cream comes like this. And it comes in very light, light medium, medium deep, deep, and very deep. So it comes in these different shades. Now, I use this for two things. I use it, this can be the only thing you wear, and you could stop right here, okay? Someone check me. This retails for $25, right? When you've been in Mary Kay for 33 years, sometimes I give you the old school pricing because our prices are great. You can tell I use this a lot. You can use this just by itself, and that could be all you do. You also can use this on your legs. I take our toning lotion and put it there. So this is simple, great coverage. It comes in 5 shades, easy to match. We can look at you and match. So it's going to be kind of like this. Because I'm here on my white desk, nice and clean, I sometimes like to use this. Amazon Find, and the back of the hand is great. I also use this a lot, and I clean it off. But you can put foundations on this too. But for CC cream, it's like a liquid. It's like a liquid, liquid moisturizer, a colored, tinted moisturizer. What I'm trying to say. So here it is. If I just put some on, you can kind of see it a little bit. But if I blend it in, let's do some coverage right here. You can get decent coverage. You can see watch what happens. You can see my lips are very pink. They're almost white pink, okay? Which is why I put foundation on my lips. So even though I'm totally natural up here, I'm putting this down here. You can see it's just gonna give a little bit of coverage. I'll do a little bit more over here so you can kind of see I'm using deep So, Complexion Perfection. Tell me you can't tell the difference. Hello? It's natural, but it's coverage. Hello, people. You need some coverage. Okay? And I forgot to bring my towel. So I'm going to have to use my Costco tissue because this very forgiving. Let me just use the last little bit of this. You can go light coverage. You can go a little bit heavier if you want. There you go. Okay. I don't put it on my lips. I put the residue on my lips. So that is CC Cream. If you're one of our sisters that uses CC Cream, type your shade in the chat, CC Cream. Okay, there you go. You can leave it at that, or you can keep it moving. Okay. I think women need a wardrobe of foundations. So that's CC Cream. Next, let's talk about our matte. So our matte is, the matte I'm going to use today is 140. This is our Time Wise Liquid Foundation Matte. It is going to give you bigger coverage here. So it's our 3D foundation. So Time Wise Matte 3D foundation. Here it is. And it comes in a host of different shades. As you can see, both of these are Time Wise. It's matte and luminous. Okay, so it depends on the coverage you want. So I'm going to take a teensy bit of the 140, bronze 140, and I'm going to stripe it right down here. So you can kind of see it a little bit. Then if I blend it in, now this is my summer shade, and I'm just at the beginning of summer. My grandkids are coming this week. I promise you, I will be 100% 140 after I finish with them in the pool for 2 weeks. Okay. So, but there you can see it's matte, no shine, matches. It's a teensy bit. Can you see it's a teensy bit red, a teensy bit red. And that's going to go away because I know that I tan. Okay. So it's going to go away. I get more red in a little bit. So that's why I mix with a teensy bit of 130 until I become a total 140. And then I will go 130 and put a teensy bit of 140 until I get winter, and then I'm totally 130. You look in the mirror one day and you go, my foundation doesn't match. And that's when you know the sun is changing. Okay. So that is matte. As you can see, matte. It's not dry, but it's not luminous at all. So I like a luminous look. So that's the other reason that I kind of mix formulas. And you can achieve a luminous look. If you use the matte, sometimes I take our nourishing oil with our matte and I put a couple drops there. Some of you that are your oily skin girls, you're like, not me. I'm going 100%. So now I took a little bit. This is my, hard to see, but this is my 140. Now this is my 130. This one down here. So this one is luminous. So let me find another part of my skin. It's luminous. Now, just from looking at it, can you see it's more shiny? It's a lighter complexion, lighter, but you can see it's luminous. It's not as matte. So you can just kind of see it gives a little bit of a sheen, doesn't totally translate. I love to take these two and mix them together. And this is my shade. Okay. So not totally matte, a little bit more coverage. Now I didn't totally mix it. This has more 130 and right now I'm more 140 with a touch of 130. So it's a teensy bit yellowish more than I like. However, because it's luminous, my skin is going to absorb the moisture, and in less than 5 minutes, by the time I've brushed my teeth and done my hair or whatever, it's already starting to match. So there we go. Now let's talk about pressed powder, because part of what I know is I match my foundation with my powder. You could wear powder by itself. I could just put powder on top of this. You can do a little bit of both. I like doing both because I like it. I'm kind of weird like that. I like using the luminous foundation and putting a little bit of powder, partially maybe because I put the powder mostly in my T-zone. So you pick your compact, okay? So this is one of our demo compacts. You pick your compact, and whatever compact you pick, you can put your sponge down there. So I left one of my sponges. So you could apply this with a brush, or you could apply this with a sponge. Pressed powder. This is the only thing I carry in my purse. And this one is that I am using. Lord, gonna need some glasses probably. Uh-oh, this is Bronze 1. So I am using Bronze 1 pressed powder. And so it's our sheer mineral pressed powder. Optional. You can use it for touch up. You can use it for, you can see I have a compact blinged out. Pretty cool. Talk to your beauty consultant. You got to do some extra special stuff for that. My customized compact. So mineral pressed powder is pretty cool. Now, what I use a lot of, so pressed powder, our sheer pressed powder. That's what I just showed you. Okay. Our Mary Kay sheer mineral pressed powder. Our silky setting powder. This sets, set it and forget it. If you look, it has these little holes. So all the powder will stay down there in the hole. And then I shake it, I turn it upside down, and I let some come out. And you keep it away from the fan in the summertime. You're going to take a little bit of your brush. There's a couple ways with Complexion Perfection. You can just apply, tap, tap, tap. And you can just apply like this. Some people even take a lot of it. When I used to get really oily, the older I get, my hormones just, I don't get that oily. Some people need to press in a lot. When you do this, it can make your foundation darker. So make sure you're using the right shade. So some people press like that. Now, I didn't put foundation on my lids, but can you see even my lids get oily and they get a little bit darker? That might even be my thing trying to put makeup on me. But that's why when I put foundation on, I don't take foundation and put it on my lids and take foundation and put it on my lips, but I take the residue and I go like that. So I've covered. So that is setting powder. We also have our translucent loose powder. And this is great. You can use that translucent loose powder. It does exactly what it is. It's translucent and it's a loose powder for over top of everything. Some people like using just the mineral powder, and every one of these can be used alone. There are people who all they do is the mineral powder. Okay. Some people use mineral and translucent. Some people use neither. Some people use both. And then let's talk about the tools, y'all. There's all different tools. Now, the one tool that God gave you, fingertips. Okay. But this is an awesome tool. And you know what? I got to come in here because we are missing our cream to powder. So I didn't put that one in here. So I'm going to go here. Okay. So this is one of our brushes. This one's good. And you can take this with your foundation and apply it on that way. Some people like that. Some people like to use our all over brush. Some people like to use our blending sponge. And some people like to use our foundation brush. So you can take it and use whatever tool you want. You can also get different coverage. I sometimes use this for my contour because talking about our cream to powder foundation, which I did not include in the overlays, I have 3 different cream to powder foundations. This is a beige 4. So cream to powder is just what it says, a little bit still sheer coverage, but a little bit heavier coverage. But it's a cream to powder. This one is beige 4. So I could use this as my foundation. Let's put this one. So you can kind of see it. I think part of that is StreamYard putting eyeshadow on me. But you can kind of see, and I kind of like it. Beige 4, a little bit lighter. I sometimes put that on my lids before I put my shadow on because it gives it a great base. This is bronze 1. I don't wear cream to powder, so I forgot which one is my shade. Maybe it's bronze 1. So I think my shade is bronze 1. And I use because I'll show you what I really use it for. So this is more my shade. I'm just using I'm applying a lot. I would never apply quite this much to my eyes, but because I'm showing you different parts, I'm using different parts of my face. So there you go. But what I do with cream to powder is I go way darker and I use it for a contour. So I like doing this, but now I also have put the lighter one on there. So this one is bronze 5, the darkest one. Great for double chins. Can you see? Uh-oh. I came across a hair that needs to be plucked. So, true confessions. Am I the only one? You're like, snap, where'd that come from? Now, I will tell you, keep in mind, I have on 5 different foundations. You pick one and be happy. But here we go. I'm showing you how I use one of our cream to powder foundations for contour. Contour. Let's catch the nose. Uh-oh. I'm 4 minutes over. I'm almost done. One more thing to show you after this. Contour. So you could do this with a brush. I'm doing it with a sponge. You can do this with your fingertips. Make my nose a little bit more svelte. You can kind of see contour, no contour. Now, I don't do contour if I'm not going to do eyeshadow and the rest of the face. If you're just going natural, throw some CC cream on and that's it. But we're talking about complexion perfection. So this is weird because I promise you, when you're on camera, you think you're going left and you go right. So I'm about to put it I mean, it's crazy. When you feel your face, I know where my face is, so I know how to feel it. But when you're looking in this, it's opposite. You have to remember to go the backwards way. If you do it, you know what I'm talking about. But trust me, even if you go live, if you've never put makeup on live, you start realizing I'm crazy. So those are foundations. You can decide. Do you want super simple, just CC cream? That is a must-have. Do you want our luminous or matte? Do you want cream to powder? I'm popping these all in my Mary Kay cosmetic bag. Do you want your pressed powder in a compact? Do you want your setting powder? Or do you want your translucent powder? Now, of course, you also want to remember our primer. Primer sets it. So the primer goes on like this, and you would apply this and then put the foundation right on top. It's just creamy. It causes it to stick, and then you apply your foundation. It primes your face. Do you want a little bit of concealer? So concealer will correct, and you can use just a little bit of our concealers. This is a way of coverage too. So it depends. How much do you want to perfect? What are you trying to do? Light under the eyes lifts, okay, detracts. So sometimes I'll do a little bit there because I tend to get this going on. Sometimes I'll conceal a little bit here. Generally, I'm doing this before powder. You put all the liquid on, then you put the powder. So I'm just doing it in the order I presented. That's a lot, but y'all, sometimes before I put my foundation on, I have that much. But again, don't judge me. I'm on camera, and sometimes I grab it. There's a little bit too much. But I'm just showing you kind of where I put it. And then I would have to go over. You see how light that is. Then I would go over with my foundation, whichever foundation. So even though I'm putting a lot on, y'all, I got a lot going on here, it still is sheer. I promise you. All of our foundations, you can put them on as sheer as you want. They will be sheer, sheer, sheer. But since I put all of that concealer on, I'm going to take a little bit. This is our limited edition brush. Take a little bit of this. Let's go over. Blend. Let's see, I got to look in the mirror and get the blend going on. Looking a little yellow on camera, but over here, it looks perfect. So I don't know. The lighting on camera is interesting. I promise you it matches. And it looks super, super natural. So then after that, of course, I would do my eyes. I do everything. And then we have our setting. So this is our finishing spray. After everything is done, oh my gosh, it feels so good. It feels so good. Some people set it and then they come in and do their eyes, their lips, cheeks, whatever else you want to do. One other thing you can do with your concealer, if you contour, just put a little bit down here. So it's a little bit darker here and a little bit lighter right here on the nose. So those are a couple little tips. So that go beyond complexion perfection, but it is makeup's your friend as long as you blend. So you can go little coverage, medium coverage, fuller coverage, no coverage, but whatever you do not want to look like you're wearing somebody else's face. It is all you. Now, before I take my mom to Bible study, you can add a little bit of mascara. I'll add a little bit of just one of our liquid eye colors and a gloss ready to go. Super excited. What did you learn the most? What did you love? And remember, if you comment, we're going to pop those two little goodies to you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the finishing spray. Love the primer. Hi, Susan. CC Cream Deep. I love it, love it, love it. We'll send the foundation wheel and we're in the countdown. Y'all, here we go. The countdown to the end of the seminar year. Still counting down. It's almost there, you guys. It's almost June 30th. Make it happen. Hit your beauty consultant up. Every order counts. Every single order counts. And if you do not have a Mary Kay consultant, I'm your girl. Hit me up. I would love to serve you. I'd love to have you on my team. I'm excited that you are a part of what we did today. Have an awesome and amazing seminar finish. End of June. All that good stuff. I'm out.